December 2nd, 2022. Hope everybody out there is having a good day today. You guessed it, hit subscribe if you haven't. Talk to you a little bit today about what we're seeing in the news about the railroad strike, how the government's basically passed a bill or a law telling them they can't strike, which I told you a while back they probably won't let them strike, and we'll see what happens with it. But you're also seeing a lot of YouTube creators on here, screaming and hollering how the government's telling these people what to do, and that's not right. Stand up for your rights. They're getting mad over it and everything else, telling them to have, a sick out or something like that. But you got to look at something. They were told to quit talking about a certain subject. They quit talking about it. They don't talk about it no more. They did what they were told to do. Why? To keep that money coming in, to keep the income coming in. Whether we want to admit it or not, whoever pays you controls you. It's the way it is. Now, they may not control you 100% totally. You may feel like you're skirting the system or something, but at the end of the day, they can fire you instantly. Same thing with YouTube creators. You say something they don't like my channel, they shadow ban you. You don't get seen, your videos don't get out. Or they just all out take your videos down and quit paying you, or get rid of your channel altogether. You have to start another channel, which we've seen a lot of YouTube creators having to start second, third, and fourth channels. Here, I've got 4 or 5 lined up ready to go in case something happens again, but it goes back to what I said the other day about the people, complaining about Tractor Supply, yet it's okay to get paid for their ads on your YouTube channel. I know you don't control it. You don't control who what ads are on your channels, but you're getting paid by a company for putting ads on your channel, but yet you're telling people to boycott the channel. You're sitting there telling railroad workers, hey, just don't, you got to go to work, and don't do nothing. But yet, when you were told, quit talking about this subject, or we're not going to put ads on your channel. Oh, I better shut up. I'm not doing that. I got to keep my money coming in. That's the problem with America. Everybody complains or says what they're going to do if this happens. This is what's going to happen. This is what I'm going to do. But yet nothing ever gets done at all. At all, nothing ever gets done except for a bunch of complaining and boasting. I've said that several times on my channels. It sounds good. Hell, it looks good on paper what you say you're going to do, but at the end of the day, when it affects your money, the way you live, the way you pay your bills, most people are going to shut up and do what they're told, and they know this. The government knows this. The places you work at know this. YouTube knows this. If YouTube come on today and said you can't have a flag like this in your background, a lot of people will take it down. Or they come on and say, okay, well, now you can't talk about the railroad strike. They would shut up about that because they got to keep that money coming in. This is what I'm talking about. It's okay to sit there and say what you're going to do, but when it comes time to do something about it, that's the measure of, are you a talker or a boaster? You're just going to stand there. Most people, unfortunately, where we are in America, will do what they're told. If they control the money, if that person is who puts money in your pocket, you're going to do what they tell you to do. It's just the way it is. Even owning your own business, you can choose and pick who you're going to go do something for and all this, but ultimately that person, whatever business you have that is paying you, if you're building a house, the person you're building a house for controls you, whether you want to admit it or not. That's who's paying you. So, I don't think much will come out of this railroad strike. You may have a day or two of a strike or something. Of course, they set it up, but who knows? I can't sit here and tell you there's not going to be a railroad strike. But what I can tell you is more than likely people are going to do what they're told. It's the way it is. You see it here on YouTube. And people forget this, that on YouTube, we were told to quit talking about a certain thing. I don't get paid on these channels, so kind of free reign on what I want to say here, because my videos don't get seen anyways. But the bigger channels that this is a pretty good income for them, they refrain from talking about it because they were told to. No different than the government telling these railroad workers, you're not going to strike. You're going to go to work. Really no different. Let me know your thoughts on this. Hell, I know most of you's not going to comment on it. Most of you's probably not even still watching the video this far in. But if you are, hit the subscribe, like or dislike the video, comment on it. Stay safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Protect yourself and your family at all times. You are not safe anywhere in the world anymore. Get prepped up. And like I said, I know you're not still watching. Hit the subscribe if you are. Stay safe.